JAZZA is the one and only art YouTuber. Anyone else who tries to make a fool of themselves. I'm gpdoes and I'm painting you. JAZZA is an artist here on YouTube. One of the best, give him a whoop whoop. Hated his joke about painting with poop, interpreting him a part of Ten Hun's art coupe. I dreamed of being next to join the painting, not popular enough yet I'd be claiming. Under 1,000 subscribers, a career I'm tasting, my skill is building yet I'm not even straining. Hey you, watching my video, why aren't you painting inside a studio? Love and life is on the clock, you ought to know, overwhelmed by all sorts of audio. When it's all about the entertainment, art can take a backseat to life's torments. Getting buried in what feels like wet cement, just so you know life continues even though when you're absent. So show up to all life's amusements when life becomes less and less frequent. Wouldn't you want yourself to be represented, the lovely person who fell in love and to be expected? Take my hand and we will head to the top, all gas, no brakes, why would you want to stop? When you sing a message like it becomes pop, tomorrow's hit is done and saved to my desktop. Give me a couple verses to prove my love. gpdoes is who I am and it fits like a glove. The art comes out of my hand from a power from up above. Untrained, I do my best to welcome to the world in I shove. Can the world be ready for the powerhouse GP? All facets of art create, make it 3D. When I grew up, all I learned was from TV. Bart Simpson, my mom and dad as much as the real thing. Okay, I'm done. I hope you love me enough to subscribe. My art is done and entertaining enough for me to join the tribe. Doctor called and said a dose of gpdoes prescribed. The content produces surely does has a vibe. Do you think JAZZA will like his portrait? Will it lie here dead on YouTube dormant? Though I slammed a dunk harder than Jordan. Love you all who came and here and be supportive. Quick shout out to all my fans who keep commenting. Potato Guy, you the real MVP. Panda, love that you always here to agree. Smo Nova, hope you see this olive branch tree. Martyrs for life, Kim Jaco and my friend Now We. When it comes to life, you may be my closest friends. My family first, but I hope to see you in the end. Never forget to write your love, be brave, hit send. Said earlier, I think it's important to attend. Evolving past from your humble beginnings. JAZZA proof in the pudding. Started only drawing. Is there a limit after have you grown your wings? Child on the playground when he jumps from the swings. Serving coffee one day when you look up in the sky. You see your old friends flying ever up so oh so high. Tomorrow it will be you, and it will be the same old mine. Then you will be forgotten, and then you will die. Bookend to my song I wish for you to create. Nothing ever matters, who cares if it's great? If you care to listen to me, give it to you straight. Life will fly by, there is no reason to wait. I painted JAZZA because he is the 7th artist to paint on the 1000 Art YouTube collaboration. I love that ArtTube YouTube series. It has inspired me so much. I'm even doing my own art collab with Jim Ether of Parasarc.com, another one of my favorite artists on YouTube. As I sit here in my office, it is my bedroom. I got my 6 foot tall, 6 meter long canvas roll. I took down my 50 portraits that I was proudly staring at, and now I'm staring at a canvas chunk, 6 foot tall, 8 foot wide. It is taking over my bedroom. I had to take down my workstation because it was in my way. I'm not going to lie, I am intimidated. I have a vision. It is scribbled down in words in a notebook, over 4 pages. I haven't drawn anything yet. I even bought a new notebook to help get started, but all I've been able to draw is cubist portraits with a big pen. I'm about to write and produce a rap segment for the video before I lay down a single brushstroke. I will be using oils on this beast of a painting as I use mostly oils. A lot of people have been asking me what I'm going to paint. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I will briefly get into it now. When Canada was founded, there were people here, Native Americans, or as our founding fathers called them, Indians, because when they came here they thought they were in India. Or savages. Not so polite. In fact, the government of Canada has a certification card that they make my friends and even my mom carry. On that card, it is labeled Certificate of Indian Status. Right to this day. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't just the government of Canada single-handedly responsible for the attempted genocide that resulted in the residential schools. Many citizens and even corporations are at fault too. The CN Rail burnt out the village where I live in Prince George, Canada, just over 100 years ago. I read an archived article in our newspaper. They were proud, and the journalists referred to these people as savages. 50 years before that incident in Canada in the 1870s, the government started what they called a residential school. It was far from a school. It was operated by nuns and priests, and they forcefully took children away from their families to send to be, in quotations, taught. But more realistically, it was meant to remove them from their culture at all costs. They were violent. They would pull the ears and smack the hands of unruly children who spoke in their native tongue, to the point that you could see the bruises in the black and white photos. And it wasn't unheard of that they would murder children. 215 bodies were dug up from a residential school in Kelowna, and I'm sure you are familiar with the cases where the Catholic Church priests had a ring where they raped the children of their parishioners. This wasn't new. They raped and tortured children. Residential schools were not a school, it was a tool of genocide. A genocide of culture that may have been successful. There's hardly any elders that speak their native tongues anymore. Everybody lives in a house. No one I know lives off the land. Fishing is rare. That list just goes on forever. This is the subject of my massive canvas. I won't say how I will be depicting this. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gpdoes, and I'm painting you. Like and subscribe, and tip me in the PayPal tip jar. It would mean a lot.